So this editing would actually show you, or this video will show you how to perform dodge and burn in Photoshop. Now, like I said, dodge and burn is an addendum to frequency separation. It's all about skin retouching, right? So if I am done retouching this on frequency separation or with frequency separation, that is when I can do dodge and burn. But because I cannot go through that, let me see if I can. But because I cannot go through that process now, it's going to take a while, and I want the video to be as short as possible. So we are assuming that you are already done doing frequency separation. So what I will simply do is that I won't do frequency separation. I would assume that I have done frequency separation on it already. Okay, so so all those things that you create has been created already for me here. So all I just need to do is I assume I have done frequency separation on it. You know, I taught you to always create group so you can check before after, right? So we are assuming that what frequency separation has been done on this photo. That is when you can only do dodge and burn, correct? So now, how to do dodge and burn is quite easy. What you basically need to do is what? Go to your, let me try to reduce this place so I can. So it doesn't get covered up by this. You understand why I'm doing this? Okay. So all I just need to do is what? I am going to create a new layer. Okay. So I am going to what? Create a new layer above what? Above that frequency separation group. So I can name this one. I can name this one frequency separation. For me to know that's what the group did for me, right? Do you understand? So all I just need to do is what? Click fresh layer, create a new layer. I'll change the name of that layer to what? Dodge, because I'm doing dodge first. What did I say dodge was? Dodge means the parts that are bright. It's just like the name itself, burn. You burn something, it will get darker now, right? That's what it is. Are you following me? So I'll create a new layer, name it dodge. Create a new layer again, name it what? Burn. But I'm going to work on dodge first. Or you can first of all finish with dodge before creating a new one for burn. So let's use that method. Let me do dodge again first. And remember I told you, dodge means you are adding what? Light to bright areas. So now, for this dodge, we've created a new layer, right? Go to brush. Brush. Pick color white. Make sure you've clicked on dodge, right? Because that's what you want to work on. Change blending mode. This blending mode that has normal here, change it to soft light. Are you following me? Then, in case your brush is not showing and it's showing this plus, that means your caps lock is on. Turn off your caps lock so you can see the size. So I'm going to reduce the size of this. Now watch how I'm going to do this. I'm going to reduce the size of the brush. Now, before you start painting, you are first of all changing your flow to 3% or 4%. Are you following me? Then I come to this top part. Now, remember, I said you are dodging where? The brightest part of the skin. What are the bright parts of this skin? This forehead here. Where else? This top of the nose. This left side, right? The cheek. Where is the cheek? This one is not showing very well. Of the skin. Likewise, the hand also applies. That means all these parts. Can you see it's the brightest here as well? Those are the parts you'll be painting on. Now, there is a particular method you have to use in painting. It's a systematic way. Don't just paint anyhow. Now, watch how I'm going to do this. I'm going to make sure that wherever I want to paint is similar to the size of brush that I'm using. Look at this forehead now. Can you see it is a bit big? So, my brush size will be what? Big, nearly of that region. If I am working here, I can't use this size. It's too big. What will I do? I'll reduce because what I want to dodge is very small. If I'm working on the nose, what will I do? I'll reduce it to the size of that place that I want to work on. Does it make sense? So I'm going to come here now. Come back here. Go to the brush. Okay, so I said use the brush, right? Wherever you're painting on has to be similar to that size. Are you getting it? Like your size of brush should not be too big for wherever you want to paint on. So for dodge, I'm choosing white color. I've done that already. I've changed my blending mode to soft light. Then I'll basically just change flow to 3%, don't forget. So we come here now. Now watch. Watch how I'm moving my hand. Because that place is a bit circular. This is all I'm doing. Once I am done, I'll stop. Because that place is what? A bit circular. Are you following me? I'll come to the nose, reduce the size. Come to the nose, reduce the size. Are you following me? I'm going to do the same. And this is vertical now. Because I'm tracing that light way deep here. Then here, this nose is like round. I'll only work on that part. I'm not doing extra. Are you following me? This side of the face is slightly bigger. What will I do? I'll just come here like this. You would know when it's getting too much. You can undo Ctrl Z and try to do a softer one. Are you following me? You check out any other part that you need light. So you are following the light that is in the picture, not that you are the one adding light. Are you getting it? You're following what? The light that is already appearing on your model's body. That is what you're following. I can come to the lips. Try to do the same. Reduce the size now because it's very small this time around. Here now, there is highlight here. What do I do? Can you see? I'm moving sideways now. I can come here again. Are you following me? Here is very small. Here too. Are you seeing what is going on? That is how you do dodge and burn. Compare before after. Turn it off. Is it looking artificial? It's not, because I didn't overdo it. But the moment you overdo it, you'll be getting bad results. Or you are moving your mouse, clicking different places. No, you don't do that. So I can do the shoulder now. Use the brush. Increase it because that place is a bit big, right? So what do? I'll come here. Look at how I'm going to move. Because that is what is there. I am following that light. If I come to the hand, it's not even showing too much here. I can just add a little. Then a little bit here. Can you see? Then here again. Can you guys see what I'm saying? What I'm doing? Look at this. I'm just doing only what is there. That is how you dodge and burn. You're not putting light where there is no light. If it is too much, after you're done, you notice, this thing is looking a bit too much. What do? You can reduce the intensity of it, which you call opacity. You know you're on this layer, right? If I reduce opacity, see what's going to happen to the picture. It's going to, if I put it to 0, can you see it's not showing? So opacity, put it to like, if you see it's too much, instead of 100, just reduce a little bit. If you see it's too much. That's all. That's how you do dodging. Are you getting it? So I'm going to save this picture now. Or let me do bond for this picture, then I'll now show you another picture that has light properly on the model's face. Then you now see the beauty that's going to come out. So, since I am done with dodge, remember, if the leg too was showing, I will do the same thing on the leg. Observe where the light is falling on. You're not just putting your mouse everywhere, anyhow. No. So, for bond now, I'll create a new layer. I want to do bond now. Are you listening? Name it what? Bond. That's bond, right? The same thing. You are doing the same thing again. But in this case, the only thing that changes is what? You are now using color black. You are bonding something. Does it make sense? So it's still the same process. I am bonding now. Bond, change blending mode to what? Soft light. It's still the same thing that I mentioned earlier. Soft light. Then you change color to what? Color of the brush to what? Color black. That's what's black. Okay, this is black now. Then brush. Then I'm going to go to the shadow area or the dark part of the picture. That is how you usually make anybody that is fat or that is a lady that is fat. That's how you make their face look very slim. It's touch and bond. That does that magic for you. So look at this picture now. Which areas look like the dark parts in this face? Let's look at the face for now. Which areas look like the dark parts in this face? I'm going to carry my brush. My flow is still on 3%, so I'm good to go. So my brush is not showing. Why? Because my caps lock is on. I've put off my caps lock. It's going to show now. So I want to work on. Let me show you. I want to work on this part as the bond areas. Can you see it's darker than normal? Likewise, this cheek, this lower part is darker, right? This side too is a bit dark. This part is dark, right? Can you see? All these parts, those are the parts I'll be burning. But you must not overdo it. That's where people make that mistake. They overdo these things. Are you following me? So I'm going to carry my brush now. My black is already selected. My flow is 3%. My soft light is already there. So all I just need to do is what? Come to the picture, then reduce the size for that area. Now look at what I'm going to do. I'm just going to move here like this from here. And this is getting darker. You must not overdo it. I come here again. You don't need to like move up and down. No, you are not washing clothes. Oh. Then I come here. If it's too much, undo. Try do it one more time. You are the one editing now. You are in control. You are in charge. Let's go to the nose now. Can you see? You must not overdo it. Finish. You're not overdoing it. This picture, if I perform frequency separation on it, you appreciate this dodge and bond more. But because you've not done proper frequency separation on it, that's why you're not seeing it. But let's continue. I can easily do that. That will take me time. So if I come here now, I can do that same bond here. Increase the size. Where am I bonding in this place? This side. So I'm going to come like this. You don't have to overdo it. I don't know if you notice what's going on. Some people, they will be moving their hand, anything. No, now that's wrong. You should be put in prison for that. Kiri, maximum. Now, the hand, I can now bond this part. The dark part. I can bond the knuckle, but I always don't want to bond the knuckle to look as if the person has bleached it. Do you understand? Right now, you should even make the knuckle brighter. So I can come here, do the same. I don't want it to be too much. If it's getting too much, I won't do. It's okay for me. Don't overdo it. That's the mistake many people make. They overdo it every time. Can you see I'm following the lights that I can see in the picture? Now, that is dodge and burn for this picture. Let's compare before after. I'm going to group two of them. On, off. Can you see? Let me now quickly do frequency separation on it so that you can see it. Now see. Because so that you can appreciate the picture. Where are you? Okay. I'll just do a very fast one. I don't want to take too much time. Your value will depend on what you are looking at. But it's always between, depending on the picture, 20, 30 something. Sometimes you won't be able to use 20. The picture is a full picture. Then come to here. It has done, right? But it has already brought black from here inside. So it's too much. It's too close to that black part. Yeah, it's more like it. I can even reduce a little bit. It's okay for me. Then come here. Filter, blur. Can you say I didn't use the former value of my blur because I know it will change. Why you laughing? I know some of you and your party will be the two of you. Look at this. So I will now do here again. I can even remove it entirely. Can you see the picture is looking more blended? Do you get? And we've not even done high frequency at all. So because I'm going to this area now, I will reduce the values that I've been using since. Because if I use that same value, it's going to spoil the picture. So I'm going to use a lesser value now. Not bad. Not bad. Let's see. Yeah, not bad. And I'm going to come here. If I have little space to use here, try something out here. Then again, let's see if it will work for us with the same value. Is it okay? It's already showing black. I have to undo. So the value is too much. So I'll undo, then reduce the value. Blur, Gaussian blur, reduce the value. It's okay for me. You should always pay attention to whatever happens. Then I'll now go to the nose. If you notice, I always touch the nose last. It's deliberate. So I'll go to this side now. You're going to see it's going to be more blended now. Filter, blur, Gaussian blur. That's 16, right? Let me see. Okay, 26 is okay for me. Here again. People don't know, people never understand these things. I don't know where they watch their tutorials from, or maybe it's the way people explain to them that causes problems. They don't usually understand, they don't usually get this. Look at this. We're not even done, right? But I just wanted to show you how the picture is going to look if we did frequency separation on it. It's already 20 minutes. So let me do the last one here. Remember, don't go close to any part that's not screen, else the picture will be affected. Blur, brush and blur again. This is too much. It looks okay a bit, but I will reduce. I don't want it to be excess. Go to the other parts. Try to do the same thing again. Create that blur, brush and blur. Yeah. Skin like milk. You can still do on the hand. Okay, let me show you how to do on fingers. Anytime you're working on fingers, please bear in mind, never ever do things like this. This is wrong. This is suicide. You should be put in prison for this. Honestly, this is what you're meant to do. Take it bit by bit again. Up to here is fine. Filter, blur, brush and blur again. It is okay. Now, when you get to the fingers, this is what you're meant to do. Take one finger at a time. Can you see me? Apply it. Don't join them together when applying it. Do you all understand? Yes, sir. Okay. Same with the legs and the toes as well. Let me show you what people do. People go and do this. Are you seeing me? You go and do this. Now look at what's going to happen to this middle part. Look. Filter blur, brush and blur. This is what people do. Many people. And they don't understand what's going on. They don't even know what they are doing is wrong. Do you understand? So that's that about your jump on for this. I didn't even bond here. I can easily bond here again. Now that's why it's good to group your layers. You can know where you want to bond, where you want to do frequency separation on. So I was doing frequency separation just now. I can group them again. Go back to what? The dodge and bond. I want to bond now, right? Come back here and do it. It's good to organize your files. You'll be the one to benefit from it at the end of the day. Okay, I've done here before. I just remember. Now look at this. We didn't even do high frequency at all, right? Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.